Returning back after the All-Star break. Now, what are you guys focusing in on practice this week?
Well, I think, it's one practice to get ready for a good opponent. Wheeling, it's today just trying to get some specific things. Handle their aggressive forecheck. They're a very quick, speedy team. They're good in transition, and their strength is definitely their goaltending on out. So they're a deep team. They got a lot of their contracted players back, so it's going to be a big challenge for us.
Obviously, didn't quite end the regular season, the first half, the way you wanted to. Is this a good chance to see how your team responds to a little adversity?
Oh yeah, it's a great time. I'm very optimistic with this team. These are the times during the season when you need to come together as a group and try to battle through some things like this. And hey, we lost a couple games. It was the first time all year we lost back-to-back games, and I know we all are going to go into this weekend with a chip on our shoulder, but we have to respect our opponent. Wheeling's a very hungry team right now, and again, if we can go out and play more desperate hockey and execute our game plan, we should have some success.
Yeah, obviously you don't want those last two losses to mask what happened that first half. So how do you kind of get back that momentum and continue it here in the second half?
Well, I think sometimes it's a long season, and people don't realize that sometimes if you're a fan. It's 72 games, it's a long season, and you're going to have your ups and downs throughout the year. And right now, this is the first down really the year we've lost a couple games, and sometimes it's just fresh. This All-Star break to me couldn't have come at a better time. Just get away from the game, recharge the batteries, get to the gym a lot, just focus on your conditioning and come back so when you hit the ice you're refreshed. And today we're going to be talking about some personal goals. We set the guys out on the mission here over the All-Star break to come back refreshed with some new goals for themselves and also with some goals for the team too. So we have player meetings after this, and we'll go talk about that.
And finally, I saw Schrock out on the ice. Is this his first practice back?
No, he's been skating. He's been skating now for probably a week or so now. So he's feeling better every day, and it's a good sign.
When can the fans expect to see him back on the ice?
I can't elaborate with that.
Yeah. You've been skating a little bit with the team, and Coach said this one your first practice back, right?
No. It was my first practice on an eye patch, so I felt great out there, and I actually skated with Indiana Tech a few days. So while we had the All-Star break, so that kind of helped me out. So I wasn't sitting on my butt not doing anything while these guys were having their All-Star break.
Yeah, how are you physically after breaking those 3 bones back on December 6th?
Yeah, I feel good. I feel good. I think the bones have all healed. Now it's just a matter of my vision coming back. And, for a while I was seeing double, and now my vision, everything right in front of me is pretty clear. It's just the far-sightedness that's still a little bit blurry, and that's what I'm trying to get back. But I feel good on the ice. Like I feel once I get my legs back, I can play.
Do you have any idea of how long that might be before you're back for the fans to see?
I mean, if Gary would let me, I'd fly tomorrow. But I think, it's fair that I should have to prove myself a full week in practice. And, obviously a game's going to be different than practice, and it'll take a few games probably to feel good again. But I'm hoping by not this weekend, but next weekend I can play.
So you're sitting on the sideline. I mean, as the captain, how difficult is it?
It's tough. I didn't even it's bad to say this, but I didn't even want to go to the outdoor game because I wanted to play in it so bad. And I was so it was frustrating at the time not to be able to be a part of that outdoor game. Luckily, we won, and guys did a good job. But it's very difficult to watch and not be able to go out there. And but it's fun being around the guys. For a while there, I couldn't be around the guys. I was on bed rest. But once I got around the team, I felt a little bit better. I felt more part of the team. It's tough not being around them and then them having success too, because you want to enjoy that with them.
In talking with some players in past instances who are dealing with injuries, they seem to say that they have learned by watching. Have you learned anything by watching?
Oh yeah, absolutely. I think especially when you watch home games in the press box, everything up there, it slows the game down. You see the plays develop, and there's definitely things that you pick up, and you watch certain guys in practice, and definitely things you pick up from being out, for sure. Yeah.
Do you have any nerves or anything that concerns you about getting back on the ice?
No, I'm ready to get back. Like I said, right now my vision's still a little blurry, but I feel like I can play at this point. I mean, I'm not. I'm ready to get the rust off and get back out there and finish the year hopefully the way we started it.
Do you foresee yourself wearing a cage once you get back on the ice?
No. While my vision is still a little blurry, I'll probably wear it. But as soon as I can get the half shield on, I'm going to, just because my bones and everything have healed properly. So, so I'm back to the old Schrocky. No more caged animal, if you will.
Now is this going to hamper your ability to get out there and go throw some fisticuffs?
No, I don't think so. I think a lot of people realize that at 30 years old, I probably wouldn't have done that as much. Going into this year, I knew I wasn't going to do it as much as I used to, but at the same time, it's still part of my job, and if it needs to be done, it's something that I'll continue to do. It's not something that I'll go out and maybe look for like I did when I was younger. So.
And then finally, the team had a historic first half. Didn't end quite the way you guys would have liked, but doesn't hamper what you guys did. So how do you guys kind of pick that momentum back up and continue to rewrite the record book?
Yeah, I think honestly the best thing that can happen to us before break is to lose 2 games. Not in the standings, but this team has to learn how to handle adversity, and we need to do it right now rather than learn how to do it in a best-of-7 series or close to crunch time. So you never want to lose 2 games in a row. That's never the goal, but it couldn't have happened at a better time for us because now we're coming back from break. We don't want negativity to creep in. We want to keep that positive energy going, and we know we're very beatable, and if we don't play our game, we're going to get beat. So it keeps us honest. It keeps us working hard.